I've got some new journals that I'm working in that I thought I would show you. I've got 4 of them, and they are all the size of a composition notebook. These 3 are actually Moleskine Cahiers, the extra large, and then this one is a Piccadilly, I don't know, but you know, it's about the same size as these. And I got them to use in my composition notebook size custom keepers, which I keep making one for myself and then selling it. So I don't even have one for myself right now. Because every time I make one and think, okay, this one is mine, then someone says, oh, I really wanted a composition size and you're out. And then I go, okay, well, I'll have one later this afternoon and it's mine. So yeah, I keep selling my own. Anyway, I'll figure that out. But it will hold these 4 journals quite nicely and with plenty of room for them to get fat. So I'm going to fatten them up. And this one I've decided I'm going to use as kind of a painty art journal. I went in and watercolored on all the pages to begin with, just, you know, to get something on there and get it all kind of wrinkly and messed up and not white so that I wouldn't have, you know, that white page anxiety thing. And I've done a couple of things. Did this page the other day. I had an art get together at my house and did that one there. I painted the background to use for these napkins. Pam Robinson gave me these napkins and some other things that I'm using in here. So got this background ready for that. Just haven't quite planned that one out yet. And this one is a page that I did, and I can't think, coffee dyed fabric is what that is. And then the ones I caught on fire in the microwave. Yeah, good times. Another napkin from Pam, and I've painted a background for it. And I'll figure out how I want to arrange those. And that may be all I have in here. Yeah, that's all I've got so far. But this one is where I'll do my painty, collagey, you know, gluey, messy stuff. That's the plan for it anyway. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do with these 2 yet, but I've got them, and that's what counts. And then this one is going to be, I need to come up with a name for this because I don't know what it is. I guess a glue book. Basically what I'm doing is kind of making my own magazine out of other magazines. Okay, so really a glue book because it's not going to be painty and messy. I'm probably going to use mostly a glue stick or double-sided tape, you know, to keep it kind of that look. And I'm using mostly magazine images, not exclusively, but mostly, and just kind of rearranging them in my own style. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, first, here's what I did. I went to the thrift stores, you know, like Goodwill and just some local thrift stores, and I bought some magazines, fashion magazines. Some of you don't like using fashion magazines. I totally get it. You know, use what you want or what you find the most stuff in. I just almost always find stuff that I can use in fashion magazines. I find good people faces and, you know, peculiar phrases. I went through 2 magazines last night and I cut out a whole bunch of phrases. Some of them, you know, are like really appropriate. Others, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they seem to kind of have potential. So cut out, and this is not all. I have some more that I've put in here. So I found lots of phrases. I found lots of pictures, and this was just out of 2 magazines. One was a Vanity Fair, the other was a Marie Claire, and these are both relatively recent, September and October of this year. And everything in here I found in these 2 magazines, except for the few things that I added from my stash. But I got a lot of stuff out of these. And then I've still got 3 more, and this one's from 2012. It's a Harper's Bazaar, and here's an L from 2014, and this is a newer Harper's Bazaar. So I think I paid less than $5 for all of these magazines, plus this big stack of ledger paper and a bunch of other stuff. So, you know, not expensive. And like I said, I did get a lot out of just 2. So, I'll show you what I did get. I just flipped through, pull out the pages that have either an image or a word or a phrase on them that I think I might want to use. Then I go back through and I cut out the words or phrases and the image if I think I just want the image, or if I'm not sure, I'll just rip out the whole page and hold on to it. You know, of course, watch faces are my thing. I love her face. She has such an interesting face with, you know, the way her hair is. I'm going to do something with her. I just don't know what. And she has another interesting face. And I love these ladies. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. That was super cool, which I think I really need to use with this, which was completely unrelated, but look how well they go together, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll figure that one out. And then I just really love the look of this restaurant. It's all pink and really whimsical looking. Again, I don't know. It may just be a background for something. But those are the pages that I'm just going to kind of hold on to because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I held on to my phrases. These go directly to the recycle bin. They're done. I'm not keeping them. There is no need to keep them. I can tell myself all day long that if I go back through them a couple more times, I might find more. But, you know, 35 cents at the thrift store, I can just go buy another one. So don't hold on to full magazines. They will just take over your life. Okay, now I went through, I arranged all of my images and my pictures and phrases and started putting them together. And then I got out a couple of my image binders, some that had particularly some large backgrounds and things. And I pulled a few things out of here. So let me show you where I'm at. I'm trying not to add to my image binders. I'm really trying to pull out of them and not add because, yeah, they're already stuffed way too full. Okay, this first one was an article about this guy who has this boutique and he makes these miniatures, and you know, they're fabulous. Everyone loves them. I can't remember the name of the place, but there was a blurb in the article, didn't go with this picture, it went with something else, but it talked about how this store is, the things in the store are expensive and useless, so it has to be cool. And I loved that. And it just seemed to go with this dog, whatever that is, and expensive and useless, so it has to be cool. I just love it. And then the dude with the pink pants. See, this makes me happy. I wanted this page in my new magazine because, you know, it's fun to look at, right? And just look at all these color combination ideas. This is fabulous. And the page, you know, of course I yanked it out of the magazine, so it was all jagged, so I trimmed it neatly, and then it was a little smaller than my page, so I just put a few strips of different washi tapes around the edge, and then that was all I needed. I didn't really need to put a full background paper down because it would have all been covered up. So just little washies around the edge. That's all I need. So this one is bent. Thank you very much. See, it was another watch face that I loved, and I cut out the face part of it, and I'm going to put this face. I pulled her out because she had an interesting face. I'm going to put her right there like that because that's cool. And I could, you know, hinge this to make it open, or I may just stick it like that or something because I love that. I think that's just cool and almost like a surreal layout. So I put all those together, and this was an ad for something that had to do with the New Yorker magazine. And then this girl was advertising some kind of vitamins that make you chill. So it had a whole caption. I just cut out the word chill. I cut her out, and then this looked appropriate, or the juxtaposition of it on this sort of chaotic city background. So that's where I went with that, and then just put some washi tape behind it. And, you know, like magazines are not always a full page about the same thing. You know, sometimes there's 2 or 3 different small stories on one page. So down here, I've got room to put something else, you know, like an advertisement. I've also got room to add to this. So, you know, it's in usual Shannon fashion. I'm not doing all complete page layouts. I've got room to build and grow. Some are starting points. Some may be finished. This guy may be finished, but then again, he may not. You know, I could find something else cool to add. But yeah, so don't, you know, you can do it either way. You can do them as finished pages or pages to build on. I skipped over a few, and then this one, okay, I'll tell you about this background in a minute. These are 2 Gucci ads I found in 2 different magazines, and they're weird. This whole series of Gucci ads is very bizarre. So I cut them out just because they were weird. And then I found this was in a whole different article. I can't even remember what it was. But it says, "Together we touch the sky." I thought that would be perfect with these. And see, this was at the top of the page, so his head was cut off, his hair's flat. So I'll probably put that at the top of the page. I'll trim these up a little better. Maybe put this one down here, and then this fits pretty good right here, but I needed a background. So I went to my image binder and where I have some calendar pages that I'd saved. And this was from an old Daniel Merriman calendar. I don't even remember what year. I'm thinking 2000, early 2000 something. I'd have saved, hell, he has great artwork. I've saved all of the calendar pages. And I thought this would look perfect right here. And then we've got this and this. And I'll make it so that the frog shows, because it's almost like, you know, you kiss a frog to get your prints, and then their princes are a little questionable. I don't know. It just makes me laugh. And then together we touch the sky. It just makes me laugh. I don't know why, but I like it. So that's the plan for that page. And, okay, this one, this was an article about the Luke's life, and this was a different ad. This girl, she was sitting in the back of a limo, and see, her arm was up kind of off the page, you know. So she has a little amputation happening there, and then this was all off the page, or off of the ad. So she's got parts missing, but I can work with this. I found another whole ad. It had this big shoe. I can't remember what this was from, Prada or something. I don't even know. But I'm thinking I'm going to put the big shoe here. I cut the top part out. I may cut the whole thing out. And then I cut right here. And I cut her right here so that she can kind of do like that, like she's sitting in the shoe. They'll be going off the top of the page a little bit. You know, she has to be positioned sort of like this so that her weird leg part doesn't show. And I'll probably have to move the whole thing up to get that like that, like that. There. See, can you see it? I think that is super cute. Oh, I can zoom. I keep forgetting I can zoom. Oh yeah, and then there's her caption, right? Okay, entertaining, well, for me. So this is kind of what I mean by making my own magazine out of other magazines. And she'll need some kind of background. I'll have to flip through my image binders and see if I've got some kind of cool background that I can put on there, and then there'll probably be room at the bottom for a whole different article or advertisement or something. This is one that still needs some work on it. It's another one of those weird Gucci ads, and that woman's just bizarre. I mean, she's got green lipstick, okay? But I found this part part of an ad that said, express yourself. I think it was for some makeup or something, I don't know. But she's definitely expressing herself right there. So I'm thinking those need to go together in some way. This one, okay, this one was kind of fun because this was a Burberry ad in one of the magazines. And it looked just like that. And I love perfume ads. I don't know why, but I do. So that was the Burberry ad. And then this one was a Coach ad out of the other magazine. But the colors were so similar on both of them that I wanted to put them together. So I cut around her, that I don't need. And then I cut around the Coach bottles here so that she can fit right here. And look, I just made a whole new ad. Isn't that fun? Well, it is for me. It's just so fun for me. I don't know why I really love this, but I do. It's like working a puzzle, but with pictures. It's a picture puzzle. So, there's that. Goodness, they're loud. I bet they think they're cool too, huh? Oh, yeah, I found this little caption that said Good Hair Day. And then I cut out several models, you know, that had like these elaborate hairdos. And then I ran across Kit Harington. Okay, yeah, buddy. So he's gonna have a good hair day. Okay, another perfume weakness. This was a perfume ad from Tiffany. And I cut around the middle of the bottle, but I left it hinged over here. I may or may not cut it all the way out, I don't know. So that you open it up, and then it's got this girl, she's this Asian woman with this pink hair, and then this top with the flowers. And I love that. So that will go there. And then this one, this is another Tiffany ad. See the jewelry, and she was like, you know, doing that, of course. It was all there was on the page, and then the Tiffany colors. And then this guy was with these, where's those ballet girls? Some kind of new, what do they call it? Hiplet ballerinas. I don't know what that means. Hiplet ballerinas. Hiplet is evidently a new something. I don't know. But I just think they're super cool. Look, they've got their toe shoes, but then look, the Adidas t-shirt. How awesome. I'm going to look these girls up because I'm willing to bet they can do really cool stuff. Anyway, this guy was with them, and, you know, he was like that on the page, but I cut him out and thought he would look cuter like that. And then, like, he's dangling. I think maybe the thumb ought to go behind. Yeah. Like he's dangling from her hand. See, that just makes me laugh. So I'm going to do that. That may be, is that all I have? Oh no, I know of one more. There they are. This one's a small one. It may just be a small section of the page. But it said made for walking, and then I cut out all of these horrible shoes that no one in their right mind would want to walk in. Well, they're not horrible shoes, they're beautiful shoes, but not for walking. So I liked that, I liked them with the, you know, made for walking thing. So this is going to be my new glue book magazine, whatever. And so really all I have to do now is glue these things together. I have to find a few backgrounds. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, let's see. I'll talk through looking for a background. Where was the one where I was like, oh, I need a background? Oh, the shoe, yeah. Let's see if we can find a background for the shoe girl. This one first. This is Flora, Fauna, Scenery, Outer Space, and Good Design. And thinking I will probably find something in the good design section, maybe. Okay, scenery and space. Well, let's put it here. I want to keep to these colors, the black, the white, and the gold. If I can keep to predominantly those colors, that might be cool. And these are not really what I want. Okay, let's try the design section. Most of these are going to be like full pages, ads, graphics, covers, stuff like that. That should be a page in my magazine. Oh, I love these eyeballs. These were gifted to me. Not really seeing anything that's going to work with Shoe Girl. I love their ads and their shoes. No. Okay, I see nothing really. Illustrations, cool papers. No, I'll find something else for that. Okay, nothing's jumping out at me, so I'm going to check one more place. And I've got this other binder, right here. This one has backgrounds and miscellaneous. So, oh, I've got a bunch more perfume bottles that I can put people inside of. See, that's a very cool background for something. Do we all have one of these? Probably. Okay. This is more miscellaneous than actual backgrounds. Collage sheets. Well, it was really easy when I picked that last one. Why is this one not so easy? Maybe that one. This one is a metallic silver. What would that look like? Well, that's not too bad, really. Okay, that's a definite maybe. Getting to the end of the book here, it may be a definite yes. These are more of those Daniel Merriman calendar pages. And nope. Okay, I think that one is going to be the winner. Okay, now to make it a page, I think I'm just going to finish cutting out the shoe. I think I'm going to attach her to the shoe where she goes. I want her hip right there where the toe of the shoe is. Now I'm going to secure her down a little more and then just glue the whole shoe apparatus down. There she is. And got her caption that I did not cut out well. And it's done. Cool, huh? Now if I want to, and I do, I can go ahead and put some kind of little divider right there so that my next story is separate and this stuff is coming apart and oh, that's empty. I think I'm just going to use a piece of this like that. This is a graphic tape or pen strapping. I don't know which one. I've bought both in the past to use. This was back before washi tape. We used to go to the auto supply stores and get pen strapping to use. Colors were limited, but you know, it's alright, it worked. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So you get the idea, right? This is really fun, it's easy, it's casual, it's not fussy, doesn't have to be perfect. You get to piece things together if you want to, or if not, you just glue them down like they are. And I think I'm just going to keep gluing, and then I'll show you where it ends up. Okay, I believe I have gone as far as I'm going to go for right now on my magazine glue book thing. I gotta think up a name. And I'll show you what I did. Okay, you already saw that one. And this one is, you know, I cut out the face, put her behind it. I decided to just glue that down there instead of making a peekaboo window. And eventually I'll come across some kind of cool caption or something to put there, I'm sure. And you saw that one already. Let's see. Oh, this one came together just like I had imagined. I put the calendar page background and made sure that the frog still showed. And then these two pieces here, I could put another something right there. I think it needs something, I don't know what, but eventually I'll find something. I love this. And I'm not gluing pages together or anything. It's just on single pages. If a page gets heavy or you know, for some reason I want to glue it down, I've got that option because I'm skipping around. And that one we saw, the shoe one, that came out also just like I had imagined. Love it when that happens. And this one is, it needs something, it's just not speaking to me completely yet. You know, I had this idea going on, but I'm not going to glue it down yet because I think it needs something else. And, you know, more than just a background. I'm not sure what. And then this one just turned out wonderfully. It just looks totally like she is part of this ad, and she is not. I think someone should call Coach and Burberry and tell them to get together because this needs to be an ad. else? Oh yes, I want something special for Kit and his Good Hair Day. So I'm going to hold off until I can find something to frame him or something interesting to put with him. You know, I don't know what, but I wasn't quite ready to glue him down. This is the Tiffany perfume ad. It turned out just like I wanted it. Stuck her behind and hinged the door. So it's a little bye-bye. This one turned out great too. I found this is the rest of the background that I used behind the shoes, or the shoe. So I put it here, which contrasted nicely with him, and then I found a darker one. This one was out of National Geographic, and put that behind the hand. Put some of my graphic tape right there. So that looks super cool. Love that. And I can go back in here and do some pen work later on. You know, I don't have plans of any kind, and I want to keep it like that, to just do what I want to do. And right now, what I want to do is just collect pictures and glue them down. And these I also did not glue down because I want to find some more funky shoes. I don't know, because that really is kind of just right. Well, okay, I'll wait. But yeah, maybe I'll wait for a cool background or something and then make a small ad for a page. So that is the beginning of my magazine made from magazines. Or my what in the heck are you doing journal. I don't know. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to go through some more magazines tonight while I'm watching TV with Jason and see what kind of cool faces and words I can find. Oh, look at these. Ooh, and these are heavy and glossy. Oh, wow. Those may need to be tip ends or something. I don't know. See, that's just cool. I don't know why, but it needs to say something funny. Yeah. Oh, look. That is definitely made for walking. Oh my gosh. I think I sprained my ankle just looking at that. Yeah. Okay. That's all. The end.